Hello and welcome to tonight's stream. I just checked everything should be working, so let us begin immediately. And today I thought we might just switch it a little bit, and instead of starting with a seated position, we can start with a standing position. So standing nice and tall, you can choose to have your feet together or about hip distance apart. We can just find comfortable position. Knees are soft, but legs are strong, rooted. Feet are rooted into the ground. Hands are straight, arms straight next to our torso, palms facing forward. Nice mountain pose. Noticing that the shoulders are away from the ears, we can roll them back. Nice and long spine. Pelvis is not trying to do anything weird, but we're trying to find neutral position and finding our breath here, breathing in naturally through the nose and out. You can exhale through the mouth, inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, we will try to make the breath for about the same count. So we're not forcing anything, but we're trying to notice that our breath becoming inhale about the same count as the exhale. So inhale, for example, on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finding our breath, noticing that the shoulders are staying relaxed with each inhale. We're not inhaling with our shoulder, but we're inhaling with our chest, letting the lungs expand toward the sides. And on the next inhale, if your eyes were closed, we can gently open them. We will bring both palms together in front of the chest. Then we will interlace our fingers and square the wrists. Bring the arms straight down. Inhale and exhale here. And on the next inhale, we will bring our arms all the way up, or just where it is comfortable for you. It's totally okay if this is the highest you can bring your arms up. Just noticing how our shoulders are doing. And we will do a little bit of a dynamic stretch for our wrists and for our shoulders as well. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, down. Inhale up. And exhale, down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, down. Notice that the shoulder movement stays on the same level, but we're just moving the joint, rotating the joint instead of doing this. We will bring our hands now palms away. So we were squaring the wrist, now we're going palms away from ourselves. So stretching in the other direction now. Same thing. Inhale here and exhale. And then we can gently on the next inhale move up and down, noticing once again, not pushing the limits. So if we're here, that's fine. Inhale up, exhale down. One last one. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. We can relax and release the wrists. And on the next inhale, we can bring the palms together again. Interlace fingertips except for the pointer fingers, and the thumbs are staying together like we're pointing. And inhale, we will go all the way up. Once again, we can stay here. Or if we're staying here, we can just take our arms apart, see what feels better. Maybe we can even do cactus arms, so 90-degree angle here at the elbow. And then we will find the strength in our legs. Hips are staying in the same location. We're not moving the hips, but the upper torso will bend toward the right and then toward the left. Inhale here, center, and exhale, bend. Inhale, center, exhale, bend in the opposite direction. Inhale, center, exhale, bend. Inhale, center, exhale, bend. And with cactus arms, we're just moving like so. You can also for sure rest your hands on the shoulders or altogether have the hands on your hips, especially if you have difficulty controlling the movement of the hips. Only the upper body is bending with our breath, and the rest of the body is staying grounded. Now we'll return to center. Great work. And now we will inhale here and slowly rotating first the head to the left. Then we're following our torso, and we can help ourselves with our hands. One hand goes behind, other hand goes, maybe follows the hand. And we can inhale and exhale here for about 3 breaths. Nice twist, especially after a long day. And returning back to center, inhale. We'll go in the opposite direction now. So inhale, center. And on the exhale, first we'll move our head, then we turn the shoulder, then torso is following. Nice twist. Breathing here. 2 more breaths in and out. And release, inhale. Beautiful work. Now we will do some stretches for our ankles. So once again, you can stay feet together or about hip distance apart. Find the grounding of the foot, feeling grounded on the mat. What I mean is we're feeling the stability. We can soften our knees and we can lift up our toes, spread them wide, and then let them rest on the mat, creating more space for ourselves. Heels are grounded. We will place our hands in front of the chest, or you can have them on the hips, whichever feels better. today. And we will inhale, lift our heels up. So I will go on a diagonal here so you can see. Lifting our heels up and then down and lifting our toes now. And going from heels to toes. Lifting the heels and then lifting the toes. Finding balance and strength. Notice how the whole body is trying to help you with this. Leg muscles are working. Core muscles, my core muscles are definitely trying to help with the balance. Although I'm not clenching anything. I'm not thinking about engaging it. But the whole body is connected. And since we're looking for balance here, and by all means, if you're next to the wall or next to the table, holding on to table or chair or anything stable next to you will only help. All right, let's shake off our legs, and now we can find more of a challenge here. Now that we have engaged our feet, and now that we're finding balance here, we will either have a chair behind you, or we can imagine a chair. And that way we can regulate the height of the chair as well. So we will inhale here and sit down into imaginary or real chair, whatever you have on hand. So I'll switch to the side. Notice that my knees are not going over my toes. And if I look down, I can still see my toes. Another option here is to have a cushion or a block between your knees to help with the stability. Sitting down as low as we can. We can either come out of the chair and then come into the chair pose again with nice straight spine. Hands can be in front of the chest, palms together, or on the hips. And another option is straight up. And after we did a couple of dynamic poses, we can come in into the chair that the height feels the most comfortable. And if you're using a real chair, just hover, don't sit down. And we will hold for 3 full breaths. Feeling legs are strong, glutes are working, noticing that spine is still straight. And come out of the pose. Great work. Now you can sit in the actual chair, or if it feels comfortable, we can sit on the floor. I will be sitting on a pillow. You can sit on a block or a pillow, just like me. And we will continue our little stretch. So we will work on our spine now. And we will start with Kundalini, what is known as Kundalini circles. So we will, having our palms on our knees or on our thighs, we'll start with small circles. In any direction. We'll do about 5 circles in one direction. And then we will switch and go in the opposite direction. Sides of the body are stretching, feeling the spine moving. release and relax. And now we will do cat and cow. Seated variation. I will turn to the side. And we will inhale, look up, arch the back, and exhale, round the spine, look down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. 2 more. Breathing at your own pace, not forcing the breath. And then slowly returning in the nice neutral position. Remember that you can always, if you're sitting in a chair, that's totally fine, but you can always, if you're sitting on the floor, change the position that you're sitting in. So you can sit in a thunderbolt pose, in a hero's pose. Those will still work with the majority of what we're doing. All right. And now we can continue sitting in any pose that feels comfortable today. And we will do some more core work. So we will bring our hands and pretend that we're holding something like a stick. And we will reach forward, looking forward, and then reach back. Reach forward, exhale, reach back, inhale. As if we're rowing a boat. Our hips are staying rooted, finding the stability and strength. And on the next inhale, we will switch the rotation. So we're rowing in the opposite direction now. Inhale, exhale, inhale back, exhale forward. Two more breaths. And release, release and relax. And now we can start slowing down after hopefully we engaged our muscles a little bit. Now we can look up and down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Return to center. Now we will look to the right and to the left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center. Continue at your own pace, following your own breathing pattern. And returning to center. And now we will do either a pendulum option here, especially if your neck is super tight, we can just do the pendulum, or we can do the whole circle. So pendulum, we will look toward the right. And on the exhale, we will start rotating down and to the left. Inhale, exhale down and to the right. Inhale, exhale down and to the left. Or variation here to look up. Inhale, exhale, rotating right and down. Inhale left and up, continuing the circular motion, not too fast, going with your breath. And on the third round, we can switch directions and exhale, going left and down, inhale right and up. Choosing an option that works best for us. Beautiful work. And then we can return to center. I will switch to the side again. So option here is to hold on to a blanket or a towel or a belt or a scarf, whatever you have on hand, and have your hands behind holding the set tool of your choice. Or if we can interlace the fingers behind our backs, we can slowly bring the shoulder blades together and then relax. Together, inhale, relax, exhale. On the shoulder blades movement, you can see that my hands are lifting up. And depending on the position that we're sitting in, I will actually change the position because I find it more comfortable just to have heels as a support for my glutes. We can start lowering ourselves as far as the stretch feels comfortable. We don't want any pain, we don't want any numbness, nothing sharp. So it's totally okay if you're here holding the scarf or a belt, or you can go all the way down, resting your forehead on the mat. We're still sitting in a pose, not overstretching. We can still breathe comfortably through the pose. But also trying to negate that we spend so much time sitting in front of the computers or looking at our phones, other devices. And slowly coming back up. Inhale. And release the hands. We can shake all the tension. Shake with a release. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And now we can finally sit down on the floor or wherever you feel the most comfortable. And go into restful position. So stretching your legs straight, stretching, having our backs. Feel the support of the mat or maybe a couch. And finding position here that feels the most comfortable. I always like to remind that if you have any lower back tension, you can keep the knees bent at any angle that feels comfortable. Finding ourselves comfortable, shifting our body to the most comfortable position. And we will just do a quick body scan. We can place one hand on the chest and one hand on our belly, feeling the air traveling through our lungs, lifting up our diaphragm, entering and expanding our bellies. And on the exhale, the belly deflates, the air traveling away from the diaphragm, leaving the chest. Chest deflates. On the next exhale, we will try to prolong our breath. So for example, we were inhaling on the count of 4, and exhale will be on the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As always, choose the option that works best for you, that feels the most relaxing for you. We will start from our toes and move up slowly. Noticing how our feet are doing, our toes, our heels, the arch of our foot. Moving up with each inhale, noticing how our ankles are. Just noticing, we're not judging. Moving up our leg muscles, our shins. Noticing, taking stock, what the feeling is like in each section of our body as we breathe in. And if we feel any tension, we try to breathe into that tension and exhale any tightness, any discomfort. Inhale, moving toward our knees. Next, inhale, switching toward our thigh muscles. Gently moving toward our pelvic joints, hip joints, muscles in our pelvis, our organs. Breathing in and releasing on the exhale. Slowly moving up our spine, focusing on our lower back, our middle back, our upper back, inhaling, switching our focus to our belly, our inner organs, moving up our chest. Inhale and exhale, release any tightness. Switching the focus to our fingertips, moving up our wrists, moving up our arm muscles toward our elbows, moving up toward the shoulders, switching to our neck, joints, and muscles, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, facial muscles, and our jaws. Staying with this full relaxation for 3 full breaths. If needed, feel free to return to any part of the body that still feels tight and breathe in through the tightness and out. Try to release and relax. On the next inhale, start wiggling your fingers, start wiggling your toes. You can turn your feet from right to left, left to right. If your knees are bent, or you can bend the knees and move the knees right to left to right. On the next inhale, turn on one side, and on the next breath in, we can return to a seated position. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste. As usual, feel free to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment or DM me, direct message me. I hope to see you